Monty 13 here. Alright. I just thought I'd make this quick video because I got into a few conversations on Facebook between like early this morning and mainly last night and shit. And like I just really want to are people really this like stupid? Like I'm actually shocked. I didn't know that people were actually they're stupid on a very large level. Like I'm actually gonna realize, holy shit, they really think this. Okay, check this shit out. So it was I don't know where the hell it was. I think it was maybe Texas or something. But it was a illegal immigrant who was speeding, and I guess the reason it happened. It was a legal immigrant who was speeding, and he hit this car, and killed two people. Okay, but the fact that he was a legal immigrant was in the headline. So that's what folks were actually upset about. They were sharing this shit, going like, "Oh man, the fact he didn't have to mention he was a legal immigrant." Okay, actually, he did. They did, and it's important. That was crucial. I'll tell you why. I'm actually gonna leave the whole, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna wreck this shit. And I'm gonna leave the whole, that it was a situation of, he wasn't supposed to be here anyway. Like, if I just broke into your house in the middle of the night and shot you, and what I'm saying, if I was actually a law-abiding person, I wouldn't even break into your house in the first place. That she would still be alive, type shit. Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave that whole argument aside, which is a very valid argument. I'm just going to leave that whole argument on the side because, like I said, he's not supposed to be here. So that's just what I said. That goes what I said. But okay, so first of all, many of these motherfuckers never actually been to developing countries. Well, let me tell you how it is over there in Mexico, okay? Because I've been. And then I've also been in the Dominican Republic. And it's very similar this way. Where you gotta think, bro, the traffic there, are you kidding me? The traffic there is like, you leave the house, I swear to God, I'm surprised that they haven't gotten into more accidents out there. Like, you have to drive nuts in order to survive. That's really what it's that bad. You gotta drive crazy in order to survive. Because see, the thing is, they do have speed limits. They do have traffic laws. But their traffic laws aren't as stringent. Not only that, the cops are 20 times more corrupt. Like, for example, out here, right, a cop pulls you over for speeding. You could be like, "Oh, dude, here's 50 shekels." You'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that ain't shit, bro." He probably will take that shit and try to charge your ass again. No. That's not what that's not how it is in Mexico. Mexico, here's 50 shekels. Oh shit. All right. On what they did. On what they fucking did. It's so bad that when you get robbed, when your house gets robbed, your house gets cased, you don't call the cops. So you call the cops, they're coming to your house to steal the rest of the shit for evidence, bro. They don't give that shit back. They take the cops, take it to their house. Like, it's that fucking bad. But y'all don't fucking realize how bad that shit is. Oh my God. So you think, honestly, you have living in a place like that, driving in an area like that, you're gonna jump the border, okay? Already, bad mistake number one, you jump the fucking border, and you honestly think they're gonna be really Class A drivers over here in America? Oh my God! But they're gonna actually obey our driving laws? Get fucked! Get fucked! Get fucked! Oh my God! No, look. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. A lot of folks, I didn't realize, were actually shocked to realize they don't have ID. They don't have it. How the fuck can they get it? The only way they can get it is if it was fake. Let that sink in. The only way they can have some form of ID is if it was fake. Okay? They don't get ID. How are they gonna get ID? They don't have a birth certificate here. They don't have social security number, unless they're stealing identification, which they are. I mean, that's happened in my family. That happened actually when I was a kid growing up. That actually happened. I lived around a lot. I lived in hoods a lot. I lived around a lot of like illegal Mexicans. Honestly, y'all knew that they're illegal, bro. Niggas came into my house. They broke it. They waited for me and my mom and my brothers to leave. They break into the house and they stole my little brother's. They stole my little brother's Social Security card. And then he ended up dying a few years later, and he is probably still being used. That's the fucked up part about it. But anyway, so they're doing that. So that shit's going on, okay? Which means when you get a driver's license, right? You have to take a driver's test, or else you're not getting your license. You have to take the written exam and the driving course, and actually, and the actual driving test. Like you have to, you know what I'm saying? And there's someone in there who'll be judging your every movement. This does not happen when you are an illegal citizen. Not even an illegal citizen. Fuck that. Illegal person. Okay? You are an alien. It does not happen in that situation. Are you fucking kidding me? How in the hell could it? Which means what? They don't fully actually know how the fuck we get around. Not only that, the content isn't even in there. A lot of it isn't. Most of it not even in their language. Why should it be? It's not our national language. You come over here, you learn English. You want to be a good illegal, right? Blend the fuck in. God damn it. But so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So this type of shit, yeah, it's actually important to mention that it's illegal citizens are, a lot of deaths on the road because of it. A lot of deaths on the road. A lot of folks, here's another one too. They go, well, they're illegal. They must get pulled over. Honestly, you know how fucked up it is, nigga. They never get caught. Well, they do. They do. Let me tell you how bad it is. They do. I live in an area currently, actually, where there's a lot of that going on. As you can tell, they switch out the plates. One. There's ways where you can switch out some of this how the vehicle itself is being ran. You can switch VIN numbers. You can do all kinds of shit, and they don't do that in bad situations. But most of the time, they really just switch out the plates. But I don't know how it does like this, but saying they can go and go and go and go, and they don't get pulled over, or if they do get pulled over, they run. Which is most of the cases, they run. If they hit you, they run. Okay, they can't get insurance. Okay, they can't get anything. You get hit by an illegal alien, they run all the time, and you're stuck with the pay. You're stuck with paying the fucking bill. It happens. I've known folks that it happened to. In fact, that happened to a good friend of mine, not that long ago, especially. But also what ends up happening is that what ends up happening with that is that if they do get arrested, because they're not legal, right? Because they're not legal, the court doesn't really get much for holding them. And especially if you live farther and farther away from the border, it's not as easy for ICE and Border Control to actually come and take and transport this one individual, or 2, 3, or 4 individuals, all the way back over there to then put them in their cells, which is overflowing, and trying to figure out what the fuck to do with this guy. Try to figure out, because it takes a lot of time for the verifications to happen. There's money, just tax money just going right down the fucking drain. So a lot of times, what ends up happening is, and they're not getting paid for housing them. So what ends up happening is they let them go. Honestly, they just give them a slap on the wrist and let them go, or they get signature bonds. Where a lot of them get bailed out immediately, but some of them, because there are family members that would come around to do some shit, bail them out, or they would get signature bonds. That happens in more cases than not. They get signature bonded out, and when they do, they get the court date and shit, and they don't fucking go to the court date. Simple as that. Bam, scot-free. Don't you fucking sit here and think. I mean, please, just think for a second. Just think for a second how that shit works, how this type of shit works out. Don't believe this mainstream bullshit. Shit they be telling you on the fucking news, have sympathies for us. Especially black folks. They're out here really fucking us up out here. They really are. Because a lot of it, especially if you got fucking felonies on your record. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting out here right now about to go to fucking community service. Well, I don't have a felony, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm like caught up. You know what I mean? But especially if you have a felony on your record, what they do is, which is not that well, thing when you have a felony record, it's not that easy to fucking get jobs. It's not that easy to get a job. In fact, most places won't take you because of it, especially if it's a violent felony. Which I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of prone to get. I kind of got my ass out of a few, getting a few in the past. But you know what I'm saying is, if you already have a violent felony, you know what I'm saying, a lot of folks are not gonna take you, especially good, high-paying, decent living wage shit. They won't take you. They won't take you. But they'll take the legal though. They will. Let me tell you why. The legal dude, for one, it's not documented, dude. They're not documented. No one knows any idea what they are. Get paid under the table. No taxes having to be done. No, what's it called? No, it's, you know what I'm saying? No paperwork or anything like that. None of this shit has to go through. You know what I'm saying? Which means the boss can get away with paying them a way lower wage. You alright? I hope it's like black dude comes in. Yo, what's up, man? Wanting this job? Okay, black dude, you gotta pay this black guy. Like, boy, you gotta pay him like $11.50 an hour for the job. But you really can get by paying this Mexican dude like $5. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about this shit. This is some real shit, man. I just thought I'd point that out. All right.